So, welcome to my patch video on Nightblade for the new patch. It's pretty much the same as Dragon Balls, except we're incorporating a new set and just trying out some new things that have worked in the past, and it seems like it's working. So, we'll summarize our character sheet. So, we're going to want to run Vampire is optional. We're going to want to run either Witch Mother's Potent Brew for food or the Citrus Fillet. The Citrus Fillet is more expensive, so it's up to you on that. And then we're primarily going to want to run the Apprentice instead of the Lover, but the Lover works well for more penetration if you don't have that in a group. For attributes, obviously all in a mag. So this is with Witch Mother's stats right now. I don't have anything really golded, so it's just 4 stars, but Meg recovery is quite high because of that Witch Mother's, and then soul damage isn't as high because we don't have the Apprentice. So champion points are pretty much the same, a little bit different. So if you go into your ritual, you've got 52 into Thermitage, 23 into Spell Expert, 56 into Master at Arms, 61 into Elfborn, 9 into Spell Penetration, 49 into Elemental Expert, 23 into Shadow Ward and Tumbling, because this character can be played melee, but it's preferred, like, it's in the middle, honestly, from a range from a melee. So as a Meg Toon, you should know when to move or when to dodge roll as it is, so I put less in here. And then I have 100 in Arcanist, and I have 81 in Tenacity, just leftover of the 23 in Warlord. Just 10% for each break free, dodge roll, and block. That's all you need. Nothing into the Lord. The Lady, we've got 49, 49, 48, that's standard. And we've got 66 in Ironclad and 38 Spell Shield. This is similar to L-Class build, as you're probably wondering. But in a way, it's a little bit different. Skill-wise, so, some Nightblades run Trap. I don't. It's optional. So, front bar, let's talk about gear. So this patch, I incorporated Moon Dancer, and it's hitting harder. So my DPS is hitting harder overall. So I did Moon Dancer, Flame Staff, front bar, and then VMA back bar with the enchant on it, both infused. And then I have Scoria. So I've got Velkin Scoria for the helm and the shoulder, both light. I think I went all light. Yeah, I went all light. It's just a little bit more pen and then more recovery. Optional, you can do 1 piece heavy, 1 piece medium, 5 light. So I went Scoria and then Mother Sorrow. So instead of doing the jewels and the weapons, I just did the 5 piece clothing. Infused and Divines. Mixed it up. And then I've just got 3 pieces Moon Dancer with the front bar, a little bit extra spell damage. This, like I said, I found hit harder. So what I was doing was I had, last patch we were doing the Mechanical Acuity with just 1 piece Kenna. And that was, actually was hitting lower. So this patch I also incorporated the Burning Spell Weave. Same with last patch. So I just did this patch. Before this test, I did Burning Spell Weave, and I threw on another piece of Kenna, just 1 piece Kenna, and then Mother Sorrow, and then this, I had Burning Spell Weave Jewelry. So it was like 5 pieces on 1 bar, and then that buff carries over to your other bar, so if you were to proc Burning Spell Weave with your arms lit up orange, it would actually carry on the other bar. And I actually wasn't doing as well as I could have. So I think the first DPS phase I did was 34k, second was 35k, and I couldn't get over 35. with that setup. So this setup, I was actually able to get up to 37 with Moon Dancer. So it's optional, but give it a shot. But definitely this patch, Mother Sorrow's Blessing slot. So there it is. That's what it does. So setup for skills. Now that we can go into it, front bar. Like I said, Inferno. So you can tell by the way it's glowing. We have our Moon Dancer. So I have on it. Right now, for testing purposes, I have Elemental Drain. I would have Harness. Just because of the, if you're in a raid, you need an award. And then Inner Light on both bars. We have Swallow Soul. So if you play a Nightblade last patch, the animation looks totally different this patch, which is sometimes messing me up. But I'll show you. I like it better because you're able to control it better with light attacks. It's a little bit more of a tug feel, I guess you could say. I like it way more. Anyways. Then we have Merciless Resolve and Impale. Okay, and then your Duster ult. So this is your bread and butter to how you play the character. So we get all that under these top 3 skills that you get on the class. So under siphoning abilities, you have your Soul Swallow, or your Swallow Soul. You can either do Funnel Health or this one. Funnel Health is more if you need more of that health recovery. Merciless Resolve is under our Assassination. This is the last skill. You always want this one because you get every 20 seconds you have to reapply. So it's just like every other rotation you reapply. And then you have your Impale. So Impale's in the same class bar, and that's the morph for this. And this is what you execute with when you're under 25% health on the dummy. And then your Fury Rage. You should have Flame. And you should always have it on your front bar. So on your back bar is our dot bar, essentially. Some Magnite Blades run Twisting Path on their front bar. This is under your Shadow abilities. I don't. I just like this. It's smoother for me. And then we have our Soul Harvest. If you're gonna run Master Architect with instead of the Burning Spell Weave, this is perfect. Your Soul Harvest is really good for it. Inner Light again. So we have our dots. So we have our. Go back to it. We have our Blockade of Fire, which is standard. Our Crippling Grasp. So Crippling Grasp is under your Siphoning again. So that's the morph. You want that morph. And then we have our Twisting Path, and then our Siphoning Attack. So that's under the same thing. Siphoning Attack. So this is every 20 seconds as well. You have to reapply. Every other rotation. So I'll show you kind of how this works. The rotation. So you always want to hit your Siphoning kind of first, I do, and then I hit my Merciless Resolve, because then they're 20 seconds on each. I always hit the Merciless Resolve second, because I know that it's going to go off my light attack that's next. So, right under what it says, this is every 5th consecutive light attack or heavy attack, you get a bow. So every other rotation, I have a bow. So that just tells me I'm doing it right. And then from there, you're able to just go through it. So, what we do is, I won't do a full rotation, but so we have our Witch Mothers, and then just Essence of Magic right now instead of the Spell Pots. So, how it goes is the rotation is hitting the Siphoning, hitting that. I would hit a Spell Pot, and then I would throw down a Duster ult. Okay. And then what I do is I go to my back bar, and I apply all my dots. Back to the front bar. And you do 2 of these at least, and then you get a bow. So that was a bow. So then your dots ran out. So then you gotta go back, reapply. Reapply this, so that'll run out. 2 more of these. You get another bow, and then you gotta reapply your other bow. Make sure your elemental's on, and just repeat. hitting a bow, you know you're doing it right. Because you're getting those light attacks in. The biggest thing about Nightblade is half light attack. So if, I know every other build, they say light attack obviously, but with Nightblades, if you're not light attacking during all these rotations, it's a definite rip, because that's a majority of our DPS. So, always siphoning, this, that, all the spell pot, then throw down your Destra ult, then you plop your little dots down. So, that ran out, right? That ran out. Or not red, Jesus. Blue. So, just look at it. There it is, blue right now. So I hit it, there's our bow. So it's rinse repeat until, oh, perfect timing. Okay, so I'm going to stop DPSing. Until about under 25%, anywhere from 20 to 25%, you're going to execute. So it's that exact rotation. So let's say in between, you can either do, okay, until 25%, you can either throw down another Destra ult if you get another Destra ult, or what you can continue to do, especially if you have Master Architect, is you can hit your Blade, which is that ultimate right here. So, every time you drink a potion too, you're gonna gain more ultimate on Nightblade, so that's gonna help after your second potion you take. And also, this only takes, I think, around 50 to fill. 70 ultimate, that's nothing. So this is unreal too, if you can work this into a rotation. But let's just show you what it's like to actually execute. So, layer thingies. Alright. Lay this stuff down. Then we're gonna hit 3 blades. Bow if you got it. Rinse, repeat on the dots. 3 blades. If you're that low. So what I meant by that is I was kind of sloppy. So let's go over here. So dots. Kind of just feel it out. So I didn't do that. So you feel it out. So 3 blades usually. Your dots are still down. Okay, let's say they're down. Get a bow. Go back here. Lay those dots down again. 3 blades. There's a light attack happening. Go on here. So let's say you get to okay, so we're getting close here. So layer dots. So 200. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's kind of like a judgment of if you need to bar swap or not. Because if you were to lay dots down and then not get, let's say, like 2 more blades in at 100, you could lose at least 500, 700, maybe 1,000 DPS. So just kind of keep hitting it, because the perk on it is insane. So the perk, under 25% health, you deal 300 more damage, right? So it makes more sense to just hit it. So that's the rotation. I will post a build or a DPS video in the next video. This was kind of just generalizing Summerset's Nightblade, kind of how to work them, champion points, skill-wise, gear-wise. Yeah. So keep in mind of your food. That's the biggest thing. Your spell pots and your gear. Test sets out. This is just what's working for me the best. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, thanks for watching.